Sketches continue to challenge people all the time, yet they really are quite handy and give you that little bit of creative boost that you need to get started. Today I'm playing along with Black Magic Sketches as part of the creative team, and this is the sketch for January. We are having a 3-photo sketch, and the beautiful coloured palette down below is a guide. Today I'm using some Scrapbook Fantasies materials to build this page. I'm using a Fantasyland paper, very vintage elements, and cutie bugs as well. But the premise of Black Magic Sketches is to start with a piece of black cardstock. So today I have my black cardstock. I am going to put my vertical and my horizontal into place, and these are going to then set up the whole layout. First of all, I'm cutting off my 4 1/4 inch strip. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to mat my border. Alright, so I'm just taking off 1.5 inches at the bottom of that panel there, and I will use that for matting, and I'll also show you how I extend it to fill the sketch. So this is a 3-photo layout, and this is where I'm measuring off what I need to add that panel onto the layout. So you can follow it exactly the same, you can use it as a guide, but the whole thing is that you start with your black piece of cardstock for this layout. Now I'm just going to add in a border punch here. This is just showing where I am adapting the sketch to suit myself. Remember, sketches are a guide, they're a jump off point. You can follow them exactly, or you can use the features on them that are relevant to your layout. Now, border punches are an effective way of quickly adding a little bit of detail, a little bit of texture, and an idea to your page. I like a border punch. They are quick and easy. I mean, I could go and cut them on the Cricut. I could do that, but it's just as easy to grab the punch and do it as you're sitting there working your layout. Now, I am adding in 2 of the little strips that were left over after I cut that piece so that I could mat my photo, and now I'm just going to edge my layout with my 1/4 inch strips, and that's just going to finish it off and give it that polished look that I like. Now you can leave it straight black as is suggested by the sketch, or you could, as I am, matting it to give it a finished polished finish to the edge of your layout. And it is all personal choice. No one is right, no one is wrong. It is all up to you. I always say there's nothing wrong, it's just different. So the whole idea about scrapbooking is to capture your memories and to tell your story and make it your page. So with a sketch, this really allows you to do that. I have now matted the middle photo with the brown that is on the frame, so it's dragging that into the layout, and they are colours from the sketch requirement this month. I'm also then going to matte the photos in the single photos in this brown, and it's a reddy brown, which then ties it into the colour scheme of the month and also allows it to really pop because it's picking up the colours of the trees in the background. These photos were taken in October last year when we went to Lura for the Spring Garden Festival. We were walking through the 3 gardens, and these were opportunities that I took at this particular garden. You can just see that my daughter and her boyfriend were on this pathway, and poor old Chili had to make him stop so many times for photos. He's getting used to it. He's starting to go, oh yes, that's just what she does. But you know, they complain about it, but they do look back on them and go, oh yeah, that was a good day, oh yeah, I remember that. So that's the real reason why I scrapbook, is so that those memories stay fresh forever and that they're always got them there to go back to. They may say, oh, this is terrible at the time, but trust me, I know that in the long run they're loving the fact that I do it. I am now going to prepare my chipboard title, which I have got from Scrapbook Fantasies as well, and it says In the Garden, and I'm going to use my aged mahogany here, and this time I'm using distress ink. I'm not actually using oxide, so you can see it's a little bit harder to get it onto the chipboard and make it stay there and stain it to the degree that I want it. And it's more like a stain than the buttery smooth effect of an oxide. So this does take a little bit longer with an ink pad, but the same effect. Using the glass board, it allows me to pick up all that ink and put it on with the sponge and make sure that I've got an even coating across that whole chipboard piece. And I do like the title. I think it's a great one because they were in the garden, and it was like, yes, it's Captain Obvious, and yes, it's an obvious statement, but it fits perfectly in for this layout. So now that I have done that, I am going to clean up that little bit of mess there, and I just add water and just wipe it off. I just love this glass mat, so it allows me to do my mixed media at the same time as doing my layouts without having too much mess. Next part I'm going to do is I'm going to get the fossilized amber distress spritz, and I'm going to just, oh actually no, I didn't get fossilized. I got the well, it was one of the green ones. I can't remember what one it was. I'd have to look that one up for you, I'm sorry, but I used one of the spritz and I used it to put some extra effect onto that chipboard. It was the peeled paint one. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even remember that. So it was peeled paint that I used this time around. I'm just going to cut off all these little prongs that are held on the chipboard. They're there when they cut them on the die cutting machine so that they have stability. Great idea, allows it to really keep the piece together while you work it. Next, I printed out my journaling onto a scrap of this light olivey green colour, and that is another requirement of the sketch, some journaling down to the bottom. I like to do this on my computer because I can get more in a small amount of space if I type it, and it just called for journaling strips, and typing just seemed to go hand in hand, I consider. I use Cavallini as my font if anyone's interested, and I use it at 10.5, and that allows it to sit beautifully on the layout. So I'm just fixing the strips now to size. I'm putting some ink around the edges, and I'm also going to tape it up, and then that allows me to add them to the layout with the right amount of mixed media and balance for the colors in the layout. You'll also see that I've got sitting at the top there that the title in the garden. I think I did that off screen. I don't know why I did it off screen, other than it was a bit fiddly and I had to cut the in the off to make it fit. So I cut in the off the garden and then realigned it, and then that's how come it's sitting there in that arrangement, not what you saw when I was working the color palette. Now I'm just putting down these strips, and they set up the landing spot for my embellishments. In a moment you will see. As I said, oh no, I didn't glue it down. Here, I'm telling a lie. I was telling a porky. Here we go. I have a lot of trouble with glue at the moment. It's starting to heat up again here in Australia. We're going in for another week and a half of heat. It's going to be extremely hot this time next week, and I'll be back at work. Boo-hoo, I'm so sad about that. But it is life, and I have to go back to work. So I'm giving you a heads up, content's going to slow down quickly as work kicks in, which is really sad because I don't have the luxury of sitting and creating all the time, which is what I would much rather be doing than working. So I'm just popping the title over the top of that photo and the punched area, and that will allow it to sit nicely within the frame. Then I put in the above, as I said, I cut it apart because I really wanted it to sit nicely on the page. Now I'm just going to play with some embellishments here. I did all the fussy cutting. These were the elements on the back of those strips that you saw, and that's the beauty of Alicia's paper range at Scrapbook Fantasies. I will put down all the details for Scrapbook Fantasies in the comments down below. They do ship worldwide and they are really good quality products, so you really would like to go and check them out if you're interested. I am also on that creative team, so this technically is a creative layout as well. So I'm just popping them on. I did use some foam tape to pop them up in places, and you can see that so that I can have some dimension and texture on the layout. I'm now going to get that same peeled paint spritz again, and I'm going to add splatters to the background in the black, which is really good on black because you can get that happening. Trust me, it looks like they're not there, but they are, and you'll see them in the close-ups at the end when they dry. It's so much more prevalent when that happens. And then here's the fossilized amber that I'm adding in here as well. So I'm giving it 2 lots of spritz to give it that little bit of a creative effect, and to fill in some of that black well, white space as they call it. And you know, I struggle with white space, it kills me. But anyway, that's all right, that's me personally. Everybody to their own, and some people just like white space, and that's great too. So I like those layouts to look at as well. I just struggle doing them. Now I'm going to add in some Nouveau drops just to set up my visual triangle, and I am using a green. It is my favorite green one. It is an olive, and I just like how it looks on the layouts. Now I have, as I said, it's heating up here in Australia and everything is clogging, so I'm sorry while you're watching while I'm trying to unclog everything with a needle, because the weather is just not very helpful at the moment. So I'm just putting those down in sets of 3 so that the triangle appears very subtly without being in your face, but allows your eye to really roam that layout quite calmly and take in all of the details. And that's pretty much the end of this layout. That's a wrap. I'm really happy with how it turned out. This sketch is just so easy to follow, but open to so much creativity. So go and have a go. I'll put all the details of the group down in the box below. Donna is an amazing hostess. She used to run Mystical Scrapbooks chats that we used to participate in challenges. Now she's running Black Magic sketches, and each month there's a new sketch and a new color scheme. So check back next month when I have the new one available for you. But here's today's one, and look at that, isn't it just beautiful? Don't forget Scrapbook Fantasies for the papers. They are amazing. Look at the colors, just perfect. Thank you for watching today, everybody. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hype this video if you're on digital devices. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already done so, because I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And thanks for watching. Here's my next video for you.